Well, Jen, I have been away for a little bit for the live streams because I've been busy. Hold on a second. I don't like the lighting. There we go. Let's get the lighting right. Okay. So I have been away for a little bit because I've been really, really busy lately, and that's probably going to continue. So my live streams may be more sporadic than they used to be. That's something that's probably going to happen. And I only have a few minutes today, so I figured I'd sit down and address that. And I will say, I think that you guys enjoyed the interview with my friend, my best friend, Eric. That was a really fun interview that I had. We had a lot of audio issues, so I had to do it in post production and turn up the volume by double. And I think it's microphone related. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to get a different microphone when I do interviews. And I have a splitter here from Rode that has two microphone inputs. So, I'm gonna have to get to get one more of these microphones for these interviews, and that way I don't have to turn up the volume in post production. And I think that's okay. As far as I know, when I turned it up by double, you could actually hear it. But when we originally did it, you couldn't hear virtually anything without it being like 100% on the TV. So that tells you the amount of audio that was there. It was not good at all, and I definitely wanted to fix that. So what I did is I went into InShot and then made it to where it was double the volume that you guys heard, so you could actually hear what was going on. And in the future, I do believe Eric is going to join me one of these live streams here one of these days when he's back here in San Antonio. I think he's not here right now, but when he is permanently here in a few months, then what we'll do is we'll be able to do live streams, and I'll invite him over, and you guys can ask him questions that you prefer. I will say this as well. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. My channel has grown like 200 or 300% compared to other months. I mean, I've gotten like over 20 subscribers this month, and I really do appreciate that. I think that is one of the greatest months I've ever had as far as like a bull run of having subscribers, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I've worked really hard and trying to continue to do what I can with this channel. It is something that I do as a side project, something I do for fun. And I really do take pride in it. I enjoy it a lot, and then interacting with you guys. Like I said before, I do have an Instagram account. I'm active on there a lot more than I am on YouTube. So please do keep that in mind. If you want to contact me, you can leave a comment, which I definitely would recommend you leave comments on my videos. I love answering them, and a lot of the times I find your comments extremely interesting. Like, for example, yesterday, or maybe it was even today, early in the morning, I got a comment on my hat video, my Bailey's hat video. Everyone in the commenters was mentioning about the crushable hats that Fedora has. I didn't know that it even existed. He gave the number or the names of them, and where I could find them and things of that nature. And that's what I'm talking about. I love it when you guys leave comments. That way I can figure out, okay, I can learn something new from you guys, which is great because I do love that. You guys have an extensive amount of knowledge, some of you, and it's nice to hear the comments. And then I also had one of the guys reach out to me on Instagram about the opera pumps, and hopefully he had that situation fixed. So please do keep that in mind that I am a lot more easily accessible on Instagram than I am on YouTube, obviously. But as my channel grows, I'll be able to interact with you guys because I'll have the content board. I'll have a lot more things that I can do. I can put polls out there. There's a lot more things I could do whenever I do get more subscribers here, and which is the end goal because I would like to continue doing this project. For me, this is just a giant project that I really enjoy doing, interacting with you guys. So I want to keep it going as long as I can. And what I will say is that the future of this channel is going to be going more and more into guys topics and more into stuff that I really enjoy talking about, and hopefully that you guys will go on the journey with me. Is I The previous video I put out was about how to match ties with sport coats, which is a really fun and easy way to mix things up in your outfit. If you're wearing suits all the time, which majority, let's be honest, majority of people are not wearing suits all the time. That's the way our society is now. That's just not normal. But what is normal is you have lots of guys that do wear shirts and sport coats. So that's another way you can add a difference into your wardrobe is by wearing ties with them and be able to mix and match those, which is the previous video that I did. The next video that I have coming out are some of the Goodwill finds that I have found, basically thrifting. And I think it's such a great idea. I've done a live stream about that, and that's definitely something that you should take into consideration. And that's going to be the next video that I do. And then I may do some of the vintage items that I have. I may show some of those that I really like, that I've found, like thrifting and things of that nature. And I think that's something that you guys would be really interested in. And then I will do a video either this week or next week about my hat collection. So I will go over the hat collection, what hats I do have, what hats I don't have anymore, if I sold any. And then I'll do a watch collection. So I'll do an update to my watch collection. I don't think I ever did I don't know why I repeated that word, but I don't know why I never have gone on there and done a watch collection video. I just never have. I never did it. So what I'm going to do is probably do a video of that, but I'm going to have to do it in a location that I'm comfortable with, because that's a lot of money in one area. So I'm going to have to do it in a very comfortable area that I feel comfortable in, obviously. So that video may be a little down the line considering where those are stored. So I'm going to have to be more thoughtful when I make that video than not, as far as when I do. All right. Another thing that I'm going to do is talk about Cuba Vera. Cuba Vera is a brand, if I remember correctly, out of Florida, and they do lots of linen clothes. They do guayaberas, they do like pants like this. And honestly, I do favor that brand quite a bit. If you guys want to try that lifestyle, as far as the summer, beach, vacation lifestyle, that is a great company to get started with. Like if you just want to try it out, they always have sales. It's real easy to get involved with them. And that's something that I think would be a good idea to bring to my channels, because I do wear a lot of their clothing, because they're extremely comfortable, they're relatively inexpensive, and they've lasted a long time. And it's linen. So if you know, it's the state of Texas, we have heat here from pretty much middle of March, early April, all the way until like November. And when I mean heat, I'm talking about over 100 degrees Fahrenheit and over 35 degrees Celsius easily for over 100 days. But 130, 140 days is not uncommon to have that kind of heat here. So the chance of wearing linen and allowing your body to breathe and everything, it's very nice to use that. And honestly, these pants are a lot more elegant than shorts, and you can wear these pants and they'll look a lot better with outfits than shorts do. It's just the way that the nature of the beast is. But with these linen pants, you wouldn't even really notice it, honestly. It's so nice. The air blows right through them, and it's so hot outside that it feels really nice. And the way that I've tested this, obviously, is I've gone to the beach. I've worn these pants many times, and I will talk about the mistakes that I made inside of that video that I'm going to do about Cuajera style, because I have made some mistakes, and that's due to washing and my stupidity. It has nothing to do with the brand itself. It's my own stupidity, which I welcomely admit, because a lot of us make stupid mistakes, and that's one of the ones that I made. So that's on me. And to avoid you guys losing money, I would prefer to let you guys know that. Hello, whoever just joined. Nice to see you. I may be getting off here in just a few minutes, but I wanted to say hello, whoever just joined. But yeah, so the Cuba Vera style is definitely something that I want to talk about, and I'll make a video about it, because they make wonderful shirts. And you don't even need guayaberas. They have pants, they have shorts, they have regular linen shirts. If you just want to try it, because a lot of people aren't experienced with it. Hello there, nice to see you. Hello there. I like the top hat emoji. That's pretty cool, man. And the sunglasses and the peace sign. Well, welcome back. I was just addressing about the Cuba Vera style, and I'm going to do some videos about that and how to wash them and everything, because I made mistakes, and I don't want you guys to lose your clothing by being stupid like me and not paying attention to the, they put tags on clothes and they tell you how to wash them and tell you how to treat them. And, when you're young and stupid and you don't pay attention and you don't read, it damages clothing because you're too stupid to read the label. So I want you guys to not experience what I did by my own stupidity. All right, that's enough about that, I would say. So another thing that I'm going to go into is I'm going to try to do some more interviews with my friends. Like I said, when I opened this video, I did the interview with my best friend here, Eric. If any of my other friends want to do them, please reach out to me. You know who you are. I have another of my friends. He loves cigars, and I mean loves them. He works at a cigar lounge, and he's a lawyer by profession. Why he works there, I've never actually talked to him and discussed that because it's frankly none of my business. So I have never asked him that. But I don't know if he would be interested in doing a interview or not. He might be, and if we do an interview, it's going to be long, and because we're going to light a cigar up, and I want him to do the choice. So him and I have very similar, as far as I've seen, very similar tastes in cigars. So that would be real interesting. I want him to get a cigar. We sit down, we have a really good time, and just chat and chat it up. So that would be something that I would like to do with him, but I haven't talked to him yet. So that's going to be something maybe in the works soon, but I'm not sure. So he may tell me no. He's a really private person, so if he may tell me no, which is fine. So that's perfectly fine. But yeah, I hope that he says yes. But that's what I'm looking at next is like cigars and pipes. He smokes both of them, so I don't know. Like I said, if he's more of a private person, but I'll try to see if I can ask him, and if he graciously does it, then thank you very much. If you ever do watch this video, my friend, you know exactly who you are. So something else that I want to talk about is I'm thinking about reaching out to my Godfather and talking to him as well. He's a very private person as well, and see if I can get him to do an interview whenever I go to Virginia. One of these days, I'm gonna be going to Virginia. This is where he lives at, and see if I can get him. He doesn't do social media. He doesn't do anything, but he is hilarious, and really do. Him and I would also light up a cigar and have a chat. That would be something that I love to do. He likes some Monte Cristo whites. I mean, him and I had that discussion. We were actually laughing about it because I think I mentioned this before. Is like we were talking about cigar smoking. And he's like, "Dude, what do you like?" And I told him, and he's like, "No way!" And he's like showing me pictures, and he's got this huge humidor, and he's showing me all the boxes of Monte Cristo whites, and he's got Cubans and all that stuff, he has a whole mixture of stuff. But in his humidor, he always has a box of Monte Cristo whites, which is just one of the best cigars, like mellow cigars. It's just a if you don't know, if you've never smoked a cigar before, the easiest thing I can tell you to do is go pick a Monte Cristo White and smoke it. And I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm saying if you were looking, if you're interested in trying, that's what I would go to. It is one of the easiest things to smoke, one of the easiest things to try in the beginning. And the Perdomo 10th anniversary, that is also a really, really good cigar. But I think the Monte Cristo White series, if you do have the money, I think it's a little more than the Perdomo, which is why a lot of people would recommend the Perdomo 10th anniversary champagne over the Monte Cristo White. But yeah, anyway, I would like to talk to him as well. And we may light up a cigar and do that. But I have to talk to him, obviously, before I do that. Because, like I said, he's also a private person. You know, that's another thing. A lot of my friends are very private. They don't have a social media following. They don't do a lot of social media. I'm really the only one that I know of. So that could be challenging, but we're going to go with it as we go and see what we get out of it. And then I have a couple of my friends that I'm going to see what I can do. I will say this, that more likely than not, in August, things are going to change a little bit here on this channel. I may not have videos coming out in August, and I may revamp my trailer. If I do have videos coming out in August, they're going to be pre-shot, so that way I can just upload them when they come live, and that'll be easier for me to deal with that. That's what I'm going to do. And it's the easiest thing for me to do, I believe. And then I think we may be doing some interviews in Spanish. I talked to Eric the previous time that he was here, and he was like, "Why don't we do one in Spanish? That way we have them in Spanish as well as English." And I said, "Oh yeah, dude, that's fine." So I think whenever he comes back, we may sit down again and do the interview in Spanish, and I'll upload it in Spanish. So that way, for the Spanish-speaking audience and my wife's family, who does watch my videos sometimes, they'll be able to understand, or anyone that's looking to join, that's enlisted or wants to enlist in our army, they can learn about it in Spanish. So that's something that I definitely would recommend. And I do have some experience about that because of where I work at. So that way I can explain that as well, because I have seen it live and what they do um, in my own personal life. All right. And with that being said, I want to say that's basically all I have for today. I'm just going to jump in here real quick. I got to go. I got to run. So it's been a while since I've done a live stream. So I want to hop in here real quick. Let you guys know I'm still alive, still kicking. And as I mentioned before, if you want to reach out to me really quick, you want to talk to me daily, I'm on Instagram. I am always on Instagram, a lot more than I am on YouTube. So please keep that in mind if you want to reach out to me. And I have been looking to get a PO box, but not yet. But I have been looking into it, and we'll see where that goes. More likely than not, I'll have one next year, but it just depends on everything that happens. So I'm looking at getting one of those, so that way I can get fan mail and I can read some of your letters or whatever you send to me. It can be really fun and entertaining. And I will say this, thank you guys for stopping by, and thank you, sir, for joining the live. I appreciate it, and hopefully I see you later on. You join a lot of my live streams, and I really appreciate that. And you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.